Hello everyone, welcome back to our Java programming course. I hope you are doing well. In our previous class about data types, variables and operator, right? Today we are going to move another very important topic called control flow in Java. Now think about this. When you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, take a bath, have breakfast and then come to college. You follow sequence of steps, right? Similarly, a Java program also follow a sequence while executing statements. But sometimes the program needs to make decision or repeat a task. That's where control flow comes into the picture. By the end of this class, you will know how Java makes decision, repeat a task, and changes the normal flow of the execution. So let's begin. Let's first understand what control flow means. Control flow is simply the order in which a Java program executes its statement. Normally, Java executes statement one after another from top to bottom. But what if we want to execute statement only when a condition is true? Or what if we want to repeat the same statement 5 times? To solve this situation, Java provides three types of control flow statements. The first is selection statement, which helps us make decisions. The second is iteration statement, which are used to repeat a block of code. The third is jump statement, which transfer control from one part of the program to another. We will study each of this in detail with the example. Okay. Next, now let's look at the selection statement. As the name suggests, selection means choosing one option from multiple possibilities. For example, imagine you're logging into your college portal. If your username and the password are correct, you can log in. Otherwise, you will see an error message. Here, the program is making a decision based on the condition. Java provides five selection statements: if else if later, nested if, and switch. Each statement is used in different situations. Let's understand them one by one with a simple example. Let's okay. Let's start with a simple decision making statement. The if statement. The if statement execute a block of code only when the given condition is true. Now look at the example. We declare a variable called age and assign the value 20. Next, we write the condition age is greater than or equal to 10. I mean, sorry, 18. Since the value is 20, the condition becomes true. So Java enter the if block and print eligible. Okay. So if the age was 60, the condition would be false, right? And nothing inside the block, if block would execute that. So remember the if statement works only when the condition is true. Next, now let's understand the if else statement. Unlike the if statement, the if else statement gives us two choices. If the condition is true, one block execute. If the condition is false, another block execute. Look at the example. We declare a variable n equal to 5. Then we check whether n divided by 2 leave a remainder of 0. Since 5 is not divisible by 2, the condition becomes false. So Java skip the if block and execute the else block printing odd. If we changed the value to 8, the program would be printed even. The if else statement is commonly used whenever there are exactly two possible outcomes. Okay. Now let's learn about the else if ladder. We use an else if ladder when we have more than two choices. For example, imagine your semester exam result. If your score 90 or above, you will get a grade. If your score between 70 or 89, you will get a B grade. Otherwise, you get a C. Look at this same program. Here the variable mark is assigned to the value 85. The program first check if the mark is greater than or equal to 90. Since 85 is not greater than or equal to 90, this condition becomes false. Next, it checks whether the mark is greater than or equal to 75. The condition is true, so Java print B and stop checking the remaining condition. The important points to remember is that one condition becomes true, Java skip the rest of the condition. Okay. Next, let's understand the nested if statement. The word nested means one thing placed inside another. In Java, the nested if means an if statement inside another if statement. Let's understand with the example. We have two variables, age is 25 and salary 40,000. The first if statement checks whether the age is greater than 18. Since 25 is greater than 18, Java enters the first if block. Inside the block, there is another if statement. This one checks whether the salary is greater than 30,000. Since this condition is also true, the program prints approved. Nested if statements are useful when multiple conditions must be satisfied before performing an action, such as loan approval or job eligibility. Okay. Now let's learn about switch statement. The switch statement is used when we want to choose one option from many possible options based on a single value. In this example, the variable day has the value 2. The switch statement compare the value of 2 with each case. It first checks case 1. Since the value is not 1, it moves to the next case. Then it checks case 2. This matches the value, so it's print Tuesday. After printing, the break statement stops the execution of the switch block. If no case matches, the default block is executed. The switch statement is commonly used for a menu-driven program and is selecting options. Okay, so further topic we will see in next PPT. Thank you, and I have added some quizzes in the end of the PPT. Kindly attend the quizzes. Thank you.